Okay, so number one, this is really important. I'm going to actually give you. I just want you to write down before I give you the 10 things. I just want to say this: grit, passion, tenacity, bootstrapping, grinding, fighting, clawing, being scrappy. None of those things require a college degree. None of those things require an MBA or a PhD. You are all capable of being scrappy. You are all capable of leaning into it. You're all capable of love. You're all capable of passion. You're all capable of saying, I'm sorry. You're all capable of joining this table and being a contributor and smiling and being aware of your face. And when you're on Zooms, look at your face. I smile on Zooms. I'm aware of my face. I'm aware of what's behind me. I'm aware of how I sound. And I'm lifting the Zoom. I'm lifting. I came in here. I go, man, I want to make a difference. I asked God, give me the words to make a difference. And I can come in here and bomb and fail. I feel bad for them, but I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. So here's the deal. You don't need a college degree to succeed. You don't need an MBA. You need some guts and some gumption, some tenacity, some internal fortitude. If it's too tough for you, it's just right for me. Lean into it, man. When there's a storm, a financial storm, a relationship storm, it's not the force of the gale, but the setting of your sail that determines your direction in life. Storms, it's windy. And wind is what a sailboat thrives on. And the more it blows, the faster the boat goes. What you're begging God to take from you is what He's using to take you where you want to go. You gotta lean into it and go, I accept this challenge and let's go, baby. Let's run. You want to run? I'll run with you. You want to run? I'll run. Shelly and Craig will run with you. We'll match your energy. So how's your energy? You can change it. You can absolutely change it. So here are my 10 tips to wrap it up with. Number one, you won't believe this. It's something you never heard. Make a list. 100 names, baby. Make a list. And then text or call 2 a day. That's 60 a month. Could you text or call 2 tomorrow? Yes. Did you do that yesterday? No. Why? Because you're not risking your own. They might say no. And what's the text say? Hey, Shelly, you got a second? Hey, Kevin, you got a second? Hey, Craig, you got a second? You got a second? They go, yeah, what's up? And I don't text back what's up. I call them. They said they have a second. And it's always like, is it okay if I say crap? That's like, they go, yeah, what's up, man? Brent says, Nicole, hey, how are you? Like, oh, it sounded so stupid. They told me no. Good, you're on track. That is supposed to happen. It happened to me. I was horrible when I started. I was nervous. I had a cold sweat. I don't do it anymore because I've done it so much. It's automatic. It is automatic for JT to make putts and chips. It's automatic for Phil Mickelson to hit great shots. It's automatic. I've done so much. I've hit so many bad ones. You think failure's bad? Failure's great. You learn so much from it. It's what makes you who you are. Anybody here, you just got it all together and you've never ever struggled. It's just been awesome. Stand up. We will whip your butt right now. We will. So here's the deal. It's part of the thing. So make that list. So have you made a list? Have you made the list? Well, I don't know anybody. Well, get out to that begs the question. How are you going to meet people? Go to open houses. Call people. Go to groups. Women's Council Realtors. And don't talk about EXP. Just meet people. Go to RE/MAX's annual convention. Meet people. Don't hand out cards. Never hand out cards. You asked me for a card. I haven't had a card in 15 years. I have all 1,000 of my EXP cards still sitting on my desk. And if you do open houses, just have me. But here's the deal. When they go, oh, can I have your card? Let me translate that for you. I'm never going to call you. Give me your card because I'm going to get you off me. I never, ever hand out my card. If you don't get their name and number, it ain't happening. And when you meet people, Bob said, which office is that? It's the West Covina office. And then I'm like, okay, nice to meet you, Bob. That's all I need. I don't ask him for his number. I research him. Bob, Robert, West Covina, Keller Williams, West Covina, Section 21. And I call him back, hey, Bob, I met you a couple days ago. He's on my list. You don't even have to ask you just have to be a detective. Can you be a detective? Yeah. But man, I totally enjoyed meeting you. My sponsor, Sheila Bergeron, said, I met you 2 years ago for 30 seconds. Do you remember me? I didn't remember her. Somebody like, you're not called the enemy, he's the enemy. Well, they won't remember me. That's the enemy. That's you being stupid, talking yourself out of calling them. You just got to call Chris. Chris, I don't know if you remember me. We met 10 years ago on a top producer panel when we were at RE/MAX. Do you remember me? And now he's going to feel like a heel, because are you going to remember me, Chris? Probably not. And now he's going to feel bad that he didn't remember me. I felt bad I didn't remember Sheila. He says, it's okay, but I sure want to get your opinion on EXP and what's going on. And I don't expect you to leave Keller's, but would you make? I mean, yeah, sure, that's my opinion. Like, well, I've tried that, it doesn't work. Well, then try something else till you figure it out. Well, what do? I don't know, you got to figure that part out. I'm going to give you some tips. But number 2, call or text the list. 2 a day, 60 a month. 3 a day, you got to put 1, just 1 a day. That's 90 a month. What did I do? I showed it to 30 people a month, and I signed up 4 or 5. The next month, I showed it to 30, signed up 4 or 5. Next month, showed it to 34. Every month, 24 to 25 told me no. Every month, just like they're going to tell you no. And you go like, well, I showed it to 10, 15 people, it didn't work. I didn't show it to 10 or 15, but I don't know that many people. The enemy is the enemy. The enemy is the enemy. Go meet people, go find people, figure it out. Just do 1 tomorrow. Can you get 24 hours tomorrow? You can do 1 tomorrow. You just might not be willing to do 1 tomorrow. Is that well with me? Right? And so here's the deal. And then invite them to a local event. When you call or text them, it doesn't have to be to watch the video. They could go, hey, in 3 weeks, we're doing Dominate Your Market with Social Media. Our speaker coming in is Christy Mayshore. She makes $1 million to $2 million a month. She's going to teach you how to do social media. Would you like to come? Was this an EXP event? I go, no, it's a broker agnostic event. Man, we got co-maker agents there. You're calling them. We got Remix agents there. We got independent agents there. And then you invite, well, how many should I invite? Well, how many did you invite to the last one? And people, I'll be there, Brent. It ain't about you. You know how many I brought? I brought 33. I was a Keller Williams agent. I brought 33. And 19 of them switched to Keller Williams. This is back in my Keller Williams day. I brought people from other brokerages to a business planning clinic. Let's set up a business planning clinic. Don't wait till next November. Set up one next. Let's have a business planning clinic. Everybody wants to come. Do you have a business plan? Do you have a Trello? Remember when she said, what's it called, Trello board? Do you have a Trello board? It was like, well, I'm an idiot. I don't got a Trello board. Even me in the back, I'm like, oh, I got a Trello board. I hope my staff has one. I think they do, right? I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do, right? But here's the deal. Do you have a business plan? Crystal clear goals, business initiatives, plan of action that you're following right now. Do you? Me? Yes.
That's what I came here to get.
Good. So here's the deal. See that? And most people will hear say, no, I don't. I go, man, you need to come. Our speaker is whoever it is. You import a speaker. I can get Sean Kokoska there, Krista Mayshore there, get Bill Pikes there. You can get a million different, Lars Henberg, Shelley and Craig can do it, Legal Leaders for you. I go, man, they're going to do $200 million this year in sales. And they're going to teach you how to organize your business. And then quit showing up with nobody and you're there. It's not about you, it's about you showing up with 30. How do you do? You text people, go, you got to come to this. And they go, well, I don't want to go to some EXP thing. I go, look, listen to me. You're not allowed to come to EXP. I'm telling you, stay at Sotheby's for the next 30 years. Come to this. We're going to help you with the business plan. You're going to go back to Sotheby's and crush it. It's going to help your kids. We're talking about your kids. Do you care about your kids? Right? He was like, oh, I can't get anyone to come. You're not calling anyone. You're in your head. Tony Robbins says, if you're in your head, you're dead. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. Stop the madness. Oh, please. My gosh, smile and invite people. I invited probably 50. 33 showed up. 19 switched companies. How would you like 19 on your front line in the next month?
Yeah.
The reason that didn't happen, that's what you showed up. I was at the goal setting event. I was at the listing boot camp. Could you bring nobody out there? Gonna get more listings. Gonna get more listings. I'm gonna put more bricks in the wall. You know what? With me, you can sell 1,600 homes. I've sold 5,000. Say, Brent, how much does that pay you today? Nothing. I sold 5,000 homes doesn't mean nothing. I sold 429 a year. It means nothing. Sell what you got to sell to pay your bills. But the 25 agents I sponsored in 5 months is going to change the world. Well, that won't happen for me. 2 words. Just try it. You'll like it. If you just do the next 30 days. You do the next 30 days, you're going to sponsor 4 or 5 of them. He was right. I didn't talk people to EXP. I thought people would, light bulb came on. Right? You like that? Pop! I get it. Woo! Here's number 4. Oh, we got a bonus one. I got 5 in a month. 5 months later, I had 25 on my front line. At my first event, I brought 19 on my front line. 10 I'd sponsored and 9 guests. I begged them to come. Come, I'll pay for your hotel room. I'll pay for your flight. I'll buy your, what do I have to do? If you come, I'll get my own ticket, my own flight, my own, I got it. I go, listen, if you come and you think it was worth 10 times the money to shareholders in June to build money, you didn't think it was, I'll reimburse you everything. Well, Brent, I don't have that kind of money. The enemy's the enemy. The enemy's the enemy. I've said that to people my entire life. I always guarantee to refund their money. Nobody's ever asked me for a refund for anything. Because if they come like, yeah, that was pretty good. No, they could, just nobody has. So also be careful. If they're slimy and they're users and you can tell, you do that to the wrong person, they may, and then you may have to suck it up and pay for a flight. But I'm just telling you, I'm worried about the lawsuit. How's EXP's attorneys? How's good? I go, how many lawsuits have you been in exactly? Because I've done 5,000 transactions. I haven't even gotten a letter from an attorney. Well, I know a guy, he got sued. I know a guy, true story, Dick Sheldon. He won the lottery twice. And we all talk about him to this day, and that was 30 years ago. When someone gets struck by lightning, Bob was walking down the street, his ass got stabbed. Oh my God, Okay, that's not funny, but here's the deal, you're gonna hear about it, right? You're gonna hear about it. So invite people, when you text them, hey, you got a second? I want to invite you to our listening boot camp. I want to invite you to our event. In 2 weeks, we're going to have how to build a $100 million sales team, taught by so-and-so. You go, man, you need to be there. Well, I don't want to see XP. You've been staying since you're 21 for 25 years. Look, you're not even allowed to come to XP. I'm trying to help you. I know you do 10 million a year. How'd you like to do 100 million? Well, my goals aren't, I want to just do 40 million. How'd you like to get to 40 million? This guy's going to teach you how to do 100 million. Who's getting behind you? Come to this. Can you guys do this? Yeah. And then when you add value and they come, the room's packed and it's awesome and it's amazing, they're like, okay, tell me about Keller Williams. And I did, and 19 of them joined Keller Williams. I used that same concept, EXP. The people sponsor the people. When I met people at Starbucks and had coffee with them, hey man, you gotta come to Keller Williams. It's awesome to love Keller Williams. Nobody moved. Nobody moved. I had enthusiasm. I followed the plan, did everything they said to do. Nobody moved. But when I started bringing people to Keller Williams training events, stuff like this, and they met the people sponsor the people, I ended up sponsoring 177 people in 1 year. The secret, people sponsor the people. It wasn't me. I'm not that good. I'm a worker. I'm willing to grind. I'm willing to hustle. I'm willing to be passionate. I'm willing to fail. I'm willing to love. I'm willing to risk being rejected. You can all do this, but will you? I don't know. Is your fear bigger than your dreams, or are your dreams bigger than your fear? Which is it, man? Come on, somebody. We're having church right now. Come on. Let me hear Jesus says, amen. Now here's the deal. And I pray, I've built this thing great. Number 4, you are not, I tell them, you're not allowed to leave Century 21 CD Remax. I always tell them, you can't come. Just come to our event and take it back to Remax. Go back to Kelly's. They're going to come and go, this is awesome. I have text messages from Calgary yesterday from people around the page going, this is absolutely life-changing. I'm switching to EXP. That was from an event yesterday up there. Number 5. Key is to watch it with them. Watch the modelexplain.com with them. It's the key. You cannot send and chase. Watch it with them. They won't multitask. When they get on the phone, let's put our phones on airplane mode. I really need you to pay attention. They keep one eye on the video and they're doing an addendum. One eye on the video and they're reading a request for repairs. And you go, did you watch it? Yeah, I watched it. It wasn't that good. It's not for me. They didn't watch it, and it's your fault. Are you with me? Yeah. Number 6, follow up the next day. I go, hey, or the same day. Follow-up does not happen next week. I'll call you next week. No, hey man, do you have 5 or 10 minutes? You got to meet Brent Gove. You got to meet AJ Mida. You got to meet Cliff Freeman. Well, I don't even know those people. Whose fault is that? Well, I don't want to bother them. The enemy's the enemy. I'm willing to help each and every one of you. You haven't even tried to reach out to me. And those of you that do, I've been on Zooms with you. I help you. Oh, he's so busy. Well, I do ask that you not bring me brand new newbies, right? Bring me somebody who's selling 20, 30, 40 homes a year, or right? Are you with me? Some of those that just try to do that, but some people are super brand new. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not to sound like a jerk, but I am. Yeah, I can get it that way. Number 7, only have 10. We're on the home stretch. Number 7, have a sense of urgency. God gave me a gift, and I have this weird, freaky gift called desperation. No matter where I am, I always feel desperate to make a difference. Not for more money, but desperate to make, I'm desperate for you. I want you to get this so bad, I am desperate. I mean, we are totally like, I can't even tell you how good it is. And I think that in the next 30 days, this should be our first month to make $1 million in a month net. Is that good? Pretty good. I never thought it would. And I am about people, not money, but it does feel good when you've lost control of your income in a positive way. Write that down. Lose control of your income in a positive way. How many years have you lived on the planet where you've lost control of your income in a negative way? I got a 5% pay raise this year. Well, that's too bad because inflation's growing at 7%. Right? I got a 10% pay raise. You get a 3% pay raise when you factor in inflation. And if you, life would gladly give you what you asked of it, but you never even asked because you never even thought, because you didn't get on a plane and go around people who challenge your thinking. You playing life small does not serve humanity. Do the work. Show in the next 30 days. Just in the next 30 days, show this to 30 people. Just do it one time. They'll sponsor 4 or 5 will be right. There's not one of you that will show up 30 times that will sponsor 4 or 5. It's going to happen. So you got to do the first 2 minutes. So 1, 2, 3. So that was that one. And then number 9, small events and big events are key. The local events where you're doing training, show up with guests. Show up with guests. Show up with great follow-up things. And then sometimes you just bring them and bring them. Like, okay, this is pretty bitchin'. Tell me about EXP. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Tell me about EXP. Because everybody's so nice.
Yeah.
Everybody, we went out to that private island at 2 o'clock. I sat by Tim Guy, that guy was great. I met Karen, she's an adult. Everyone's so happy. Okay, I get it. I mean, yeah. I'm ready. Tell me about EXP. I want to hear. How do you want to talk to that person? Yeah. But did you make a deposit? Do you deserve to make a withdrawal? I make deposits all the time. I meet people for calls all the time. I meet people for lunch all the time. I'm helping them, even if they don't leave Copa Baker. Even if they stay at Keller Williams, I'm going to love them. If they want to stay there, let's make their life better. We can't just love people because there's something in it for me. Then you're a user. Don't be a user. Be a giver. Givers gain. Givers win. Right? I mean, I'm not a big gift guy. I get a gift. It's like, cool, nice, cool. But I'd so much rather give gifts. And the best gift is the gift of love. The gift of a hug, encouragement. Right? How do you remember someone who gave you a genuine encouragement? How did that make you feel? They say, man, there's something about you. Something about you. You're going to do something great with your life. It was that aunt, that uncle, that friend, that high school history teacher. Maybe it was a junior high teacher. For me, it was the coach of the Astros at Chula Vista. It was 1975. And he said something. You know what? It's the first time anyone ever really said something that wasn't my mommy and daddy who said something. I'll never forget him. I can't remember his name, but I remember it was day. And then it was on a YMC trip, on a ski trip for 5 days to Salt Lake City. And this really old woman taking interest in me in a healthy way, say some really cool things to me. By the way, she was 24. And I was 16. When you're 16, 24 is practically dead. But she said some really nice things. I'll never forget that. In high school, it was Gary Summerhays, who's related to the Summerhays who plays on the PGA Tour. And he was my soccer coach. And the guy just freaking believed in me. And he spoke life into me. And if I'd swear on the field, he'd look at me with this hurt look like, dude, I'm like, oh, coach, I'm sorry. And nobody swore on the field. We had so much respect for him. And he'd have individual meetings with us. And what are your goals? What do you want to do? Do you want to go to college? Do you want to keep playing center fullback? Do you want to be a forward? Do you want to be a wing? What do you think you could do better? And he would sit down and talk. No one had ever done that. And he'd say, okay, everybody, before the big game, we're going to get the 30 minutes right. Everyone get on the field. Get on your back. Now I want you to envision yourself, the ball in your position. If you're a forward or a striker, it's coming across. You're going to trap it. You're going to turn. You're going to fire a volley. And you're going to shoot on goal. If you're a center fullback, which I was defender, they're going to center that ball to the middle, and you're going to jump up and hit it, and you're going to clear it back out to the sidelines. If you're a goalkeeper, they're going to shoot for the corner. You're going to picture your body diving through the air, catching that ball, and saving it. And we all picture our jobs, and we played the game before we played the game. Do you go on a listing appointment and do the listing appointment before you do the listing appointment? Do you see yourself walking through the yard, looking at the backyard, looking at the half bath, when they say this toilet's brand new from Home Depot? Awesome, man, that's great. We're like, yeah, that really doesn't add any value to your house. That's a big mistake. Those Home Depot and Lowe's ceiling fans, awesome, they're so beautiful. And say, really, that doesn't really create house value. I'm the expert here. And how's the listings going? You get many? No, don't list with me. Wonder why. Right? And so, do you play the game before you play the game? And then after you build rapport with them, you sit down and you go over, your credentials. I have none. I'm brand new. In my office, we have 348 of the best agents in the area. There are 348 agents. We're the best. Our stats are we're in the upper 5% of all agents in the area. And you've never even sold a home. You see that? So you could say things, and here's my marketing plan. Blah, blah, blah. I don't have a marketing plan. Get one from Craig and Shelley. They have them, right? Here's what we're going to do. And next, here's the value of your home. And next, let's just take 2 or 3 minutes, sign the paperwork. Let's go ahead and list the home at $850,000 right now. Takes 2 or 3 minutes. I'll get this thing on the market next week. Sound good? Stop talking. Do the listing appointment. Play the model explain video. They're going to say yes, they're going to get excited, they're going to do 5. Do you have 5 or 10 minutes? You've got to meet Shelley later today. It's not an hour, schedule an hour later today. No, you have 5 or 10 minutes. Gene Frederick will change your life. He's changed my life. You ever met someone like this special? Yeah. This guy's going to help you. You've got to meet him. You got 5 or 10 minutes. I don't, I am booked. How about tomorrow? Morning, afternoon. We got any time in the morning. Have you got time for 5 or 10 minutes to meet someone who's going to change your life? Do you talk to people like this? I learned to say the right things. You can't say the wrong thing to the right people. But you also can learn to say the right things with the right rhythm and timing to where I did it so much, people can say, yeah, I'll do that. And then when they're done talking to AJ Mida, I'm like, oh, you got to meet Cliff Freeman. He's like one of the top real estate coaches in the nation. He's AJ's sponsor. Do you have 5 or 10 minutes tomorrow? You show them all in the morning. You got to meet AJ in the afternoon. You get Cliff tomorrow. 5 or 10 minutes, and they turn into 15, 20-minute little Zooms. And we're doing with AJ. You think, man, they've talked to me, I'm a guy. They talked to AJ, he's a guy. They talked to Cliff, he's a guy. But you have a woman. Maybe you should have them talk to Shelley or talk to Sheila Bergeron. I don't even know Sheila Bergeron. Well, whose fault is that? Right? You got to get to know. You have weapons. You have assets. And if you don't know them, you're certainly not going to call them and ask for their help. Does that make sense? And so that's events big and small. So I have a challenge for you. I brought 19 on my front line to my first event. 10 that I had signed up and 9 guests. They were watching what I was doing. They saw me getting hotel rooms and tickets and stuff. And then I brought 90 in my group. Now, Shelley and Craig, who I thought were married, sorry, Kevin, I go, oh, I'll pay for your room. They showed up, okay, we need our rooms, plural. And I'm like, what do you mean you need your rooms? You have marriage problems already? They're like, no, we're not married, we're business partners. I'm like, God, I gotta pay for 2 rooms. You should ask more questions, right? But I had 90 people there. I'm still riding the momentum. You in the next 5 months can create enough momentum that'll just blow your mind. It's short-term pay, long-term gain, but the truth is it's not paid at all. It was so much fun. Those 5 months were so much fun. You build it hard, it's easy. You build it easy, it's the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. Go for it. Unleash yourself. I will help you. Shelley and Craig and Kevin will help you. AJ Mida will help you. He'll help me. He'll help you. Have you asked? I called him once. He seemed to put me off. Call him again, man. Call Cliff again. Well, Cliff seemed like he's just, call him again. Ask for help. Call me. I'll help you. Call Gene Frederick. Call Rob Flick. Anyway, just So we're going to end with this. I'm going to invite you to be a part of my 1% club. I do a club every Tuesday at 4:30 Eastern. I call it the 1% Club. And I teach you in 30 minutes like a multivitamin. It's like nitroglycerin. It's like absolutely fire breathing. I go crazy. And I put my heart and soul into it every Tuesday at 4:30 Eastern, like clockwork. It is really good. It's only 30 minutes. People do it driving to a listing appointment, inspire appointments. It's not an hour on purpose, but it's a multivitamin. How many of you feel depressed or lifted up over what I just said? Anyone? How would you like this every single week for 30 minutes? Just do 15 then, okay? Like that's enough. 15 minutes is enough, right? So here's the deal. I'm going to invite all of you to be a part of it, and I will be your coach. I don't do coaching. A lot of people charge $5,000 a month. I have a guy offering me to coach me for $7,500 a month right now. Coach Burton. He wants $7,500 a month. That's his coaching fee. I do have a coach for real estate, and his name's Bill Pipes. He's the #1 coach for Tom Ferry. He's $2,000 a month. There's other people who charge $1,500. I will coach you for $100 a month, but you have to pay Forward Edge. It's a charitable organization that saves children. They touch and save the lives of 30,000 kids a year in Nigeria, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Mexico. They're a worldwide organization. They literally go to abandoned 5-year-olds and go, we love you, we got you. Give them medical attention, give them a place to live, clothing, educate them, give them jobs. It's awesome. I don't want the money. You sign up with Forward Edge. It's called Sell a Home, Save a Child Foundation. I've been able to send over 300 people there that support them now monthly. My goal is to do 3,000. And we've already completely transformed the organization. Gary Keller just committed to giving them $1.5 million over the next 5 years. Yeah, that's right here. So there it is. No, Gary Keller did.
Oh, he did?
Gary Keller just committed to match Glenn. $1.5 million over the next 5 years. And someone's like, Clayton gets called me, he says, man, what do we do? What do we do? I go, let's celebrate.
Yeah.
Let's go to the kids. $1.5 million. I'm glad Gary's giving. We want good things for Gary Keller. We want good things for Coldwell Baker. We want good things with other people. Okay, there's a big world out there. That's awesome. But you know, right now, the 300 we give more than the 1.5 million. It's 300,000 a year for 5 years is what he committed to do, because he was going to lose one of his best agents, and to retain that agent, the agent goes, I don't want money, but if you'll give $1.5 million to sell a home, save it, tax deductible. And so Gary Keller said, done. He did it to retain the agent, which is fine. I don't care why he did it. I think it's awesome. He gets a tax deduction. But so I am asking, if you want to be a part of this club, that you join Forward Edge, sell a home, save a child. I'll leave this up here. You can scan the little QR code. It might be on your desk. I don't know. But if you want to be a part of that, I go absolutely 8 nuts holistic, because I am so grateful that you are helping children. I mean, no joke. I've known these guys for 25 years. They are boots on the ground. They are making a difference in kids and women at risk, young pregnant moms. They bring them in because terrible things can happen, and they're a worldwide organization. It's awesome. So if you want to be a part of my 1% club, and then we're doing an event in Maui in January. How many of you heard about that? Raise your hand. So if you have 20 on your front line, FLQA, and 100 in your organization, you can come to Maui for 8 days with everybody. The who's who of you is going to be there. We have 400 of us who are going to be in Maui. It's the greatest place on the planet. And all you have to do to qualify to be there is 20 FLQA and 100 in your organization. And we're not opening registration until August 1st. Okay. There is time to get this done. Even if you have nobody, you could sponsor 20. How do you do it? Get 30 people to an event next month and watch 19 or 20 of them sign up on your front line. Done. And then help them be the same. You got all of April, all of May, all of June, all of July, and so you got 4 months. This can be done. At the end of 4 months, I think I had 175, not 100. And so this is it was a good thing, right? Yeah. So the 1% Club is designed to make sure that you're in Maui with us at the end of next January 27th, like February 4th. And it's just, you're gonna love it. So, man, thank you for having me today. Was this good?
Yeah.
Let's go have a great time today and love on each other. Thank you. And yes. Sorry, honey.
Why are you sorry?
I forgot to bring you up. Say something.
I loved the cheer.
Are they amazing? The good couple.
I love that Shelley initiated it.
Oh, he did. He actually did.
Brent's idea,
His
right?
idea.
And he was gonna say, "Oh, hi, Kathy," but Shelley jumped in there and took all the credit. But hey, we're super glad you guys showed up. That's
Half the
amazing.
battle.
Yeah, half the battle.
They
showed
are
up.
my favorite! As of yesterday, right? Yesterday.
Yes.
Right?
Closed escrow.
They closed escrow.
She beat me to it. Tried 4 times to buy that house, and I'm finally worn down, right? Go big or keep trying.
Yeah, so we're happy we're new homeowners of the condo. We're super excited. We can't wait to see your businesses grow and thrive as you take and apply what you've learned today. go out there and touch lives and make a difference. And so we're super excited to be able to hear your story as you come and share on stage. And we're just excited.
Awesome. Love you, baby. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Let's go hit the pulse.